A bit of background here on the team behind the technology. So the founders here at Hatz built one of the industry's leading cybersecurity platforms over a decade ago. So that security first DNA is really what drives Hatz today. And our mission is to help businesses like yours deploy and manage AI safely and effectively. So in partnering with Anderson, we want to ensure that when your team's using AI, they're doing so in a secure, private, and high impact environment. And what we like to say here, with this partnership is we help your organization get into the AI first mindset. Our approach focuses on these three core pillars, and I'll touch on these. But a lot of times when we're having conversations with clients, like everybody knows they should be leveraging AI in some capacity. But how do you get started? How do you know it's secure? How do you know your data is not leaving your organization? And these are problems that we're helping solve up front. So the approach we take again, touches on these three pillars, one being a curation of AI tools. We don't just give you a tool, we provide the right tool for the task. So we've curated the best models out there so your team can focus on the task at hand, on their work, not necessarily which LLM fits the task specifically. The second one here is that secure AI platform. So we've created this secure environment where employees can use AI without the risk of leaking sensitive company data to public models. And I'll get into that one a bit more as we progress through here. And then the third is AI adoption, which I feel is just as important as the security aspect. Um, this is all about saving time. We want to help your team standardize on how they use AI to drive consistent and measurable results starting day one. So really, the best way to think about the HATS platform here is to think about it as your AI command center. So on the left, you'll see there's access to now over 70 of the world's most powerful models, including GPT, Claude, Gemini. There are new ones being added regularly, and we do keep the most recent version of these models available in the platform. We then integrate these models directly into your existing tech stack, like your CRM or your email. So the real power won't just be in the AI itself, but how it interacts with your data to automate specific workflows. So we now have over 75 pre-built integrations, everything from Microsoft 365 there to Snowflake, and everything else in between. And if we don't have a direct integration into an application or a data source you're looking for, Anderson is very familiar with setting up what are called MCP connections, essentially just a third-party connection to that application so that we can start leveraging that data alongside the co-intelligence to really streamline efficiencies within your organization. But again, before we get into any of those complex automations or big AI projects that we're focused on, we want to hone in on these two problems that we're solving out of the gate. So I touched on the security piece a bit, and it's possible your team is using shadow, or the risk of shadow AI is there, or free or public tools, even some paid versions. Your company data is being used to train global models. HATS will stop that. Every user will get a secure, private environment where that data that gets entered into HATS stays within their environment. The second problem we're solving for is that adoption piece I referred to earlier. Having a tool just isn't enough. Your team needs to be able to use that tool and receive guidance and training on how to use it. So our platform will track usage and provides built-in training so that everyone within the organization will understand and know exactly how to get value from day one. But really, ultimately, what we do to solve for those two problems, we turn it on for everyone. We secure the entire environment within HATS. From there, partnering with Anderson, there's administrative controls on the MSP side and internally for your team as well to help track adoption and usage within the platform. And then we have education and use case development built in so that we can really raise the AI IQ within the organization. So we can start getting outside of just leveraging AI and the chat as like a glorified research tool and really start building tools within the organization that can have a big impact on efficiency.